Good morning. This is the Eager Beaver Show.
You are listening to a True North Eager Beaver Media Incorporated podcast. The True North Eager Beaver podcasts are proudly brought to you by our founding sponsors, the Miss V Mysteries from Corvid Moon Publishing, your source for science fiction, fantasy, and cozy mysteries featuring a broad diversity of characters. PsychicTarot.ca, book your tarot reading and unlock your spiritual journey. And the Pepper Master, hot pepper sauces made from farm-fresh ingredients to thrill your taste buds and expand your mind. Well, good morning and hello, kids and cubs, and welcome to Season 5 and episode number 708 of the Daily Beaver Morning Show, also known today as episode number 78 of the True North Eager Beaver Interview Project. Yes, kids and cubs, we have a guest for you today, and I am very, very excited about this. Today, recording day, is Wednesday, August 6th, 2025, and it looks like it's a bit of a gray day here at the Beaver Lodge, maybe a bit of a smoky day, but also I think the sun is trying to make an effort, so it looks like we're going to have a good day here. I am your host, the Eager Beaver, pronouns he, him, hey, Mr. Beaver A, and not with me as usual is my good friend, Mr. Grizzly. But that's why I brought a guest, because, sometimes I don't like to be alone here all the time. A big thank you goes to our podcast's founding sponsors, the Pepper Master, the Miss V Mysteries from Corvid Moon Publishing, and PsychicTarot.ca. Kids and Cubs, how is your mental health doing today? I'm doing okay, I have to admit. Got to play a little tennis again yesterday. Fifth time back now since the broken foot. Again, played someone that was a pretty good competition. Didn't win as many games as I did the other days, but I got to deuce in many more games. Just wasn't able to close it off, but was still a little more bolder with my foot and my running and all that kind of stuff. And slowly but surely, it's coming back, and the confidence is coming back. So. Had a couple of really good swings that landed as well. So a couple of good shots. The technique slowly coming back, but as I say, it's just nice to be out there, and it's nice also to be playing at a club where the people are nice enough to want to spend whatever precious time they have playing with someone who is recovering from a broken foot and not able to give them the full match that they probably deserve. But it gives them opportunities to practice other things, and it seems I'm holding my own not too badly anyway. So they are working a little. But the match that I played 2 days ago, now, mind you, it was a little hotter out than it was normally, the other matches that I played, but I actually did run hard enough to actually break out into a sweat. So slowly but surely, it's coming. Stay tuned, kids and cubs. There will be tales of my tennis glory coming soon. All right. Let's take a little look here through the magic monitor. Who do we have here joining us today? We have Kit playing with 3D and Kit Bucky, Kit Saucy. Good morning to all of you. Kit Elaine and Kit Wishful. So nice to see you here. Kit Linda M, the original and the best. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's see, who else do we have with us? Kit Grace is saying good morning, everyone. So good morning to you, Kit Grace. Kit Frankie Swanky is here with us. Kit Cassie, hello. Say hi to the cowboy for me, won't you, please? And let's see, Kit Carol, I believe you had some good news. Are you a new aunt or grandmother? Did I understand that correctly in the chat yesterday? If so, congratulations and welcome, little one. You have no idea how loved you're going to be. Ooh. Kit Ibad is here with us. So lovely to see you. Saying good morning, everyone. So is Kit Tabby G with us this morning. And there we go. I think that's Kit PNC Bio slipping in right at the last second to get a hello. Thank you so much for joining us, kids and cubs. Our guest today is someone who started competitive swimming back when they were 12, but retired from the sport as a competitive swimmer at 18, and then did 2 years of masters. I swam on master circuit for a couple of years in my 20s, I think 4 years total. So we'll get to talk about that too today. Her dad got her into officiating back in 2018, and they worked the call room at the World Cup back in 2022, the trials at 23 and 24, and during the 2024 Paris Olympics, she decided to cover Canadian swimming. By March of 2025, she started focusing on making content for Instagram, and she covered U Sports Swimming Championships as their first big media competition. During U Sports, she did some interviews and grew traction through her videos. And if we fast forward to now, her main goal is to focus on para provincial university and up and coming swimmers. So someone who's looking to raise the profile of new and emerging talent and talent that doesn't necessarily get all the attention that it deserves. So, we have a lot of people covering the big names already. So it's good to have some boosters for those who are up and coming and emerging. So, kids and cubs, if you would, please put your paws up and give a big round of applause for the lovely and delightful Miss Emma Sachs. Good morning
Good morning.
and welcome to the Beaver Lodge.
Thank you for having me.
Such a joy. Um, Emma, we ask you the same question that we ask our kids and cubs. How is your mental health doing today?
It's good. It's a good day so far.
Okay. Well, when you start the day at the Beaver Lodge, hopefully it's always a good day.
Exactly.
At least we try to make it a good day for our guests. Let's put it that way. So thank you so much for finding the time and quick turnaround on this. I was telling the kids every now and then that sometimes when we try to organize interviews, there's a lot of back and forth, but this was very quick and painless. So thank you to
Oh, you're
that as
so
well.
welcome. I have a very open schedule.
Oh, well, that's good. That's convenient. So did we. Emma, um, okay, we'll start with the big stuff and then narrow in. But we just had the World Aquatics Championships.
Yeah.
Incredible success for Team Canada. Now, a little lopsided in that most of the success was of one particular person, but it still takes an entire team and how you get there.
hmm
Overall, how would you evaluate Team Canada's performance here? And we're talking strictly about the World Aquatic Championships has all the sports. I don't know if you can speak to all the sports, but to
Yeah.
swimming in particular.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was pretty successful. Team Canada in total left with 9 medals, I believe.
Hmm.
One coming from high dive. So that was exciting. In the pool, I mean, it was very successful, very heavy on Summer McIntosh's side, but I mean, it was insane to see our mixed relay with a medal, so that was quite exciting.
Hmm.
Um, and then of course we had Ilya Karun. He got a medal as well, which is also very exciting.
Right.
So, I mean, overall, I think it was quite an exciting meet.
Okay. Good stuff. Um, let's talk about the main event here. We have Summer McIntosh, a 5 medal performance, 4 of them gold. She was going for the drive for 5, didn't get it, but then again, Katie Ledecky, 800 meters. I mean, what you gonna do,
Yes.
right? Um, uh, can you describe like how rare is this?
Extremely.
Okay.
In Canadian history, extremely rare. Um, I mean, I've been around swimming now for almost 15 years
Okay.
in the competitive side. So, I mean, I grew up to like Kylie Mass, and um, that's really the main person that growing up that I knew was
Right.
Kylie. And then, of course, Rio, you had Penny and Maggie.
Right.
But to have a Canadian swimmer this outstanding who isn't what I would really say like a right time, right place kind of swimmer, like she continues to deliver.
Right.
Extremely rare, especially in Canadian swimming. I mean, we are not like the States where they have a lot of resources. They have lots of funding, lots of money to be, putting out great training and great resources for the swimmer. So to have someone like Summer who, I mean, she is not only pushing the sport for Canada, but I would say also just like pushing the mark for swimming in general.
Hmm.
Very rare, and at her age, and she's made it quite known that she's still delivering. I mean, she, I don't think, has quite reached that peak yet.
Hmm.
So that's also just like insane to think about as a
Right.
whole.
Yeah. I can it, when you were competing, like if you knew there was someone in your circle,
Hmm.
right, in the competition circle that was like that, um, when you're standing on the blocks as a race starts, like gold is gone,
Oh yeah,
right? Like that's and
yeah,
so there's only silver to compete for. Like I
yeah.
remember the I think it was the 400 IM one. Summer got gold and there was a tie for silver, and I've never seen happier silver medalists in my entire
They
life.
were like, thank God, we're both here. No, it's insane, and I think too, it's she gives very much like a Katie Ledecky vibe,
Okay.
but in more than just two races.
Right.
Love the queen, Katie. She
Yep.
will always be the best distance female swimmer ever. But I mean, she has two main races, whereas Summer has really spread across a realm of four, five, six races.
Mhm.
I mean, there was some stuff at Worlds that she didn't swim.
Right.
So, like, to just think about that too. She's a very well versed swimmer, and she's so young too. So, I mean, the experience is growing, and I think continues to grow for her, and like learning and really how to attack certain races that maybe aren't races she swims all the time. But to be so young and so successful is quite rare.
Mhm. Um, so when you're looking at her and you're thinking because clearly she's I mean, as great as she is, she still has a lot more potential. What do you think is the potential limit for her?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
As of right now, I mean, I don't know. Um, I mean, I've watched her kind of grow up and rise into where she is now. Um, and she was a distance swimmer growing up.
Mhm.
She did lots of distance, and then she kind of pushed back from distance after Tokyo, and now she's into these more like shorter races that you see now. And I mean, to just have her in the running for an 800 free, but she doesn't swim it that often, is insane, but also quite like a little scary. Because it's like, wow, she's in the running with one of the best. Like, I don't see a limit right now. I
Okay.
mean, the way she trains, her attitude towards training overall, I don't think puts a limit on what she can achieve.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. Could you talk about that? What her attitude towards training is?
she's always kind of been like she wants more.
Okay.
Like, um, I think there was an interview earlier this week with Devin Haru after one of her races where, I mean, she got gold, and in any normal circumstance, you would be thrilled for a gold.
Right.
And she's not even looking at the gold, she's looking at the time, and she's wanting to be better, faster. And I think that to have such a drive at such a young age is very rare. And I think, too, I mean, some of that drive does come from the success. If you're successful,
Right.
you want to keep driving, you want to keep going, you want to keep pushing those limits. But I think for her, she's had so many people around her who are so positive and really support her. And I think that that's been really important for her, too.
Okay. All right. I see that. Um, Going a little back, because, well, you were a competitive swimmer for a while. So,
Hmm.
tell us how you got into swimming.
Um, it was actually, I did swimming lessons
Mhm.
um, at a young age. And my mom, I think, had brought up, like, oh, there's like a swim club doing, like, you could join the swim club. So I said, yeah, why not? And I mean, I quickly fell in love with it. It definitely wasn't the easiest journey, I would say. There was a lot of up and downs. Um, I mean, you get to an age with any sport where you kind of feel like you need to take a step back.
Mhm.
And so in my first year of college, I decided that that was the right time.
Okay.
I decided getting up at 4 every day was not in the cards anymore. I needed to be
Okay.
sleeping. So I took a step back, and then that was right before COVID. So then COVID hit, wasn't really doing anything. And then I think it was 2023. I said, you know what, I kind of miss it. So I got back in the pool, did some more training, went to Masters. And then since then, it's kind of been every year my teammates say, are you coming to Masters? And I say yes. And I don't train and I just go. So that's been
Okay.
kind of what I've been doing for the past 2 years now. But I mean, it's always been a sport that I love. I think with any sport, you can grow out of it and
Mhm.
your love for it. But I mean, it's one of those skills where you can use it anywhere.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm always thankful for it. I think it taught me a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was your event?
Okay. This, if you ask my dad, I'm sure it's different.
Okay.
Um, so a little background about my dad. Um, he started officiating because I was swimming.
Okay.
So there would be meets, and he said, you know what? I get a better seat when I'm on the pool deck, which is true.
Right.
So he was wise. And then he kind of just continued with it, grew up through the levels. There's like 5 main levels, so now he's a level 5,
Okay.
but he has really run away with this. So I mean, I stopped swimming in 2018 and he's still officiating. And so yeah, little background about my dad. So he's watched me swim from the pool deck pretty much every meet. So if you ask him, I'm sure his opinion is different on my stroke. But for me, I really like the 200 free. Um, it was kind of that race where you could just get into a nice little rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else? I liked the 400 and the 800 free. Um, I think like some breaststroke. I gotta throw some breaststroke in there too.
Okay.
I was never a butterflyer.
Okay.
Was not a backstroker. My
Okay.
coach could take that to the grave for me. I was horrible at backstroke. Really bad. Like really, really bad at backstroke. I never did it. I probably swam like 10 backstroke races in my entire career. Like it was not my stroke.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean a lot of free, some mid distance. I was never a sprinter. Couldn't figure out how to move my arms fast enough. So
Yeah. Guilty.
yeah,
Same
I mean
thing.
it's hard. I'm like,
It really is.
cannot move my arms this fast.
I watch. I competed 4 years in masters. Started when I was 21 because I busted up my knee pretty badly, and my roommate at the time was a swim coach and said, "Well, this is the best type of exercise." And I just got into it and started going to meets, and it's a wonderful circuit, a master
Mhm.
circuit. Um, and I had my events that I swam, and same thing. Not a sprinter to save my life.
No,
Just
I
couldn't do
can't
it.
do it.
I know, and I'm watching, like, the arms are just, like, moving like windmills, and I'm like, "How are you doing that?" And plus, probably, like, I was built for endurance anyway. I was
Mhm.
not built for speed at all.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't get it. It
yeah.
never made sense to me because I always thought I was moving fast,
Me too, and
but I've
you're
seen clips of myself and my arms aren't going anywhere.
I know, you're working so hard. It's like, "I'm
I'm like, what
motoring,
is
I'm
going on
doing
here?
this." It's like, "What?" And then you
Yeah,
look at the time, and it's
that's
like,
what I look
"Really? That's it?"
like. I swear I looked like I was going a lot faster. Felt a lot faster.
Um, and then you got into officiating for a bit too, right?
Yeah, I mean, my dad kind of roped me in, and then it's been kind of fun now. I mean, we both kind of go to the same meets now. He's actually just leaving today for Canada Games.
Yes.
Um, so he's excited about that. I mean, he did Canada Games, I can't remember the last time, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, whenever it was.
Okay.
So, I mean, he's super excited about that, but he's really gotten involved into officiating, and I mean, through him, so have I. I wouldn't really say that I'm the same intensity as him,
Okay.
but I mean, I like being there, and I think a big part of it was because I just like being on the deck and being around swimming in general. I think officiating pretty much fills that void.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, I it's kind of here or there when I officiate now, but I mean mainly because I'm doing social media stuff.
Right.
So, um, that's a lot better than just sitting on the pool deck and
Okay.
not getting to make your own kind of schedule or stuff. So, I mean, but yeah, I mean, I love officiating. It's fun. It's quite easy to get into. I mean, it's free labor, so
Mhm.
if you're
Yeah.
into that, then it could be your calling, but I mean, it's fun and it's a great way to learn and a great way to like be there like courtside kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I did that with, tennis for a bit. I took an
Mm,
officiating course and never got to officiate a match, unfortunately. But, yeah, but
the
it
spirit was there.
well, yes. Well, the opportunities are there's not many tennis tournaments in Canada that you can go to, and now they have the
Yes.
Hawkeye system. They've had the big ones now, so it's sort of like a little less interesting. But you get there, and it's like you think you know the sport, and then you get into officiating, and it's like, "Oh my god, there's so many other rules that I never ever
Mhm.
knew of."
Mhm.
So were you, a timer or like, a stroke judge or
Um, I did some like timing situations and some turn
Mhm,
judging.
mhm.
Um, and then recently At World Cup, actually, I was set to volunteer at the ticket stand.
Okay.
And then one of their officials for the call room couldn't make it. I was the next big thing because
Right.
I wanted to be in that call room so bad. So I got put there. And then since then, that's kind of been my main zone
Mm-hmm.
is the call room. Um, but I go everywhere and anywhere, pretty
Okay.
much.
For
Wherever
those
I'm needed.
for those who are not familiar, what's a call room?
Oh, yes. Okay. So call room at a meet in usually the evening. Um, there's something called finals, and this is usually you swim a race in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and then usually you have the race final at night.
Right.
And usually what happens is there's this room where swimmers go, they check in to get ready for their final because it's a bit more like performance when it
Right.
comes to the finals. So you go to a room to get yourself all situated, and then um, usually there's officials there who kind of orchestrate when you go out, that type of thing. So I worked in that during World Cup, which is coming back. So I'm very excited. Very excited. If you live in Toronto, live near Toronto, love swimming, 10 out of 10. Go to
Okay.
that meet. It's going to be, I mean, I don't know who's committed yet, but it's going to be insane. Um, so go to that meet if you happen to be free whenever it is, October 24th, 23rd. um, so yeah, I work the call room, and now I pretty much do that at every big meet.
Okay. That's by the way, I just was looking it up while you were saying it. It's October 23rd to 25th
Yes.
in Toronto. Would it be at York? Is that's
It's
where
gonna
the program is?
it's gonna be at the Toronto Pan Am Center.
Oh yes, that's true. The Pan Am Sports Center.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's a great facility.
Yes, and they have lots of viewing. So, I mean, like lots of seats, and I can imagine where Canadian swimming is right now. I'm hoping it's gonna be really buzzy and really insane.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my hope. I mean, it was pretty insane last time, but I think summer was just kind of getting started. So I think now where Summer, Ilya, Josh, and all of them are at, I think it's gonna be really like crowd drawing. I'm hoping.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Now, when you say World Cup, like this is an international meet, right? This is not just like
Yeah,
nationals or qualifying thing. Like this is a real deal thing.
this is so it's like a circuit type meet.
Okay.
Usually there's 3 stops. It happens every year, or at least it has now. Um, so it's 3 stops. Swimmers can opt in, swimmers can opt out. Swimmers can go to like the first 2 stops. They don't have to go to the third one.
Okay.
You name it. So the third one is gonna be in Toronto, and usually we get a pretty big like number of US swimmers because they're right there.
Right.
But I mean last time we got swimmers from everywhere. Um so yeah, it's not really a qualifier or anything, it's more just like a meet to do because there's really nothing to do in between now till 2027? No, 2026 I think is the next World
Mhm.
Aquatic Championships. So I mean, we've been really spoiled because of COVID. Everything got a little screwed up. So everything kind of got adjusted, which was nice. So we've been really spoiled with big international meets, but now we're back on the regular cycle. So it's not as exciting. So the World Cup kind
Yes.
of adds as a bit of a filler, which is nice.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So, but these are events, though. However, like if you, they have these things called the qualifying times for the next Worlds and the Olympics. That if you hit your time, it counts, right?
I believe so. I think the qualification period for Worlds um is a year out, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. There is trials next year. I think it's next May, end of May, early June.
Okay.
I
Okay.
believe that's in BC or Victoria again. So, that's typically where you see people qualify the most for Worlds. What usually countries do is they host trial meets, and then the people who make the times go, but then usually your quickest time in that season is what is entered at that meet.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, you're right. It's in Vancouver, BC, August 17th to 20th. There we go.
Ew, that's so late.
I know.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
the next Worlds I think are 2027, so there's
Yeah.
a 2-year gap there. So yeah, you're right because we just had the Olympics too and everything. So yeah, we have been spoiled a lot lately.
Yeah, which has been nice. I think too, it's been a little interesting. I mean, Swimming Canada has kind of changed their whole timeline of things.
Okay.
So I think it was last year they kind of changed things of having the trials for whatever cycle is going on to be closer to the actual date. So before we were having trials in like May, but then the actual competition wasn't until July. So now it's been a bit closer, which has been nice. I mean, kind of gears where swimmers are. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Um, for those who are in the sport, like you talked about getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I think I remember correctly hearing something like there's like almost like 9 practices a week or something in the pool, despite and that's not counting, gym or any other cardio
Hmm.
or any other type of thing. What's it when you're at the level that you are going to, or you make the national team for World Championships? Just how much is involved as an athlete?
So much. So much. I mean, I think Summer kind of did an interview a little bit ago where she said she swims twice a day, upwards to like an hour and a half to 2 hours each kind of time block. I mean, at her level, I mean, she's done like high school, I believe, now.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, if you think about back in like 2015, Penny was going to private school.
Right.
I mean, she had a schedule that fit around her swimming. Um, so, I mean, you've kind of become a professional swimmer before you're actually a professional swimmer,
Gotcha.
if that makes sense, because the training is so intense. When you have so much kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? When you have so much potential, uh, the training really does intensify. So, I mean, you're putting pretty much all your free time into it. So,
Yeah, pretty much. I remember when we were on the master circuit, we were just doing 3 times a week, and,
mhm.
already just trying to fit that in your regular life as a hobby, because it was not a career, was pretty intense, and, you're uh, swimming, like, close to 4 kilometers every time total, throughout the
Yeah.
the practice beginning to end, and I'm sure she's doing more because she just swims faster.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's quite insane to think about. I mean, I think it too, like when I think about it, it makes sense why a lot of swimmers don't make this a long life career because
Right.
it's taxing. I mean, you're using all of your life is geared to this. Like, I mean, I think Michael Phelps was one who said he literally did not have a day off for 4 years straight before whenever his last big Olympics was.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't then also be a dad, like, or have
Right.
like go to school. So I mean, it is kind of that sport where you are putting so much in and sometimes not seeing the full results, which is really, I mean, crappy, but
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, it's quite intense.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those sports, like if I remember from my master's days, right? It's one of those um, relatively highly accessible sports.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of competition,
Yes.
right? I mean, even at the master's level, people just swim recreationally and go. I mean, I remember there are certain events I would just locally, like not even provincial or whatnot, just locally,
Hmm.
and it's like you've got like 70 people sweeping the 100 fly
Yeah.
already, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
Yeah.
so when you're talking about just recreational, you got, go to your local event, you got 70. So when you go to a provincial, when you go to a national, when you go to an international, how many people, right, are out there swimming recreationally? And then when you're good enough to be at that elite status,
Hmm.
right? Because um, how can you not have to practice like 7 to 8, 9 times a
Yeah.
week, just to keep up? Because there's always someone out there that's
Hmm.
willing to work harder than you are, that's
Oh,
willing to,
absolutely.
right? There's always someone that has more drive. So if you wanna match, if you're in there thinking, "I wanna be the best in the world, so I have to swim more than everybody else," that's a lot of swimming.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It kind of leaves no time for life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like we just saw with Maggie McNeil, I mean, she just retired.
Right.
Um, I mean, fabulous swimmer, but
Absolutely.
she's getting to the point where she's like, look, guys, I actually want like a job, like a career. Like I I don't want to have to swim my entire life to make money.
Mhm.
So, I mean, we see that a lot, I think, with swimming, where people do retire to just like be like to do life things, like to get married, to have kids, to start a family, because it's so intense and it takes so much of your life training.
Mhm. Now, you mentioned earlier when we were talking about um, Summer, you know, uh, looking at her time, it was the 200 fly. She got to that wall like this and she wins gold. And there was no audio, but I think it was very clear that one syllable word she said when she looked at her time. Started with an F, ended with an
You guys can put the picture together. Um,
um, but what does that tell you when someone, because I found that she managed her competition very intelligently because she had a lot of swimming very
yes.
early on, like first day, her 400 free, and then qualifications, I think it was for the 200 IM, I believe it
The
was, or 200 fly,
Yeah, something. I mean,
something
she
like
had a
that.
lot of stuff at the front half of her schedule, so.
Exactly. So, there's no point in going for records at this point because you want to make sure that you qualify through your heats and that you do have the energy for the final, because the
Mhm.
400 was on the first day as well, so you don't want to empty out your tank trying to break
Yeah.
records on the way there. And you've still got four more races at least if you don't count relays,
Mhm.
and one of them is the 800, so you want to make sure that you have enough for your finishing kick for that if you're going for a drive for 5. So it's
Mhm.
not like it's not like at the nationals where she could go in and just like, okay, like today I'm just pumping out a record. But
Yeah.
that 200 fly, she sort of had 2 days before rest and then a day after, so that's the one she could really go for. She was going for a record. She could spend a little extra energy and, like, have, some recovery time. So, what does that tell you when you have an athlete such as Summer McIntosh, like this, who's swimming like this, touches the wall like this, gets gold, and is not happy with her time?
I mean, I saw that coming, to be
Okay,
honest. This has been a record that she really, really, really wants. If you ask her any of the world records that she really cares about, it's this one. Specifically the long course version because she does have the short course version,
okay,
so,
right.
um but this is a record that she's been hunting for. She was so close at trials, and this is her like last big long course meet of this season
Right.
until next year. So if she's gonna break it, it was gonna be at this meet.
Right.
And
And there
I
was a
mean,
$30,000 bonus too,
that
which
too,
doesn't
like
hurt.
that makes it quite exciting to achieve. And it's one of those it's from that time era that is so iconic to break because it's what we call the super suit era. So
Ah,
that was back when everyone was wearing these suits that were basically what the women's suits look like right now, except it went all the way down to your ankle.
right.
And so that's what they would call the super suit era. So when you hear that, that's like that 2000 like 6 to like 2009 ish era.
Hmm.
So it's one of those, it's from that era that is like really, really, really like, it's been historically hard to break those world records that come
Yes.
from that like 2008, 2009
The records were
kind of.
dropping like flies back then with that super suit.
Yes. So, I mean, it's slowed down now, but um no, I mean, watching her touch that wall and seeing how close she was, I also might have said the exact same thing at her.
Mhm.
I mean, I've been watching her try to get closer to that record. I mean, to be fair, she's the closest one since that record was ever formed,
Right.
which is insane to even think about. But I mean, she really wants this one because it's so special to her. This was her mom's race. Her mom did the 200 fly.
Hmm.
So it just like means a little bit more for her because of that. But I mean, oh, she was so close. And if I know anything about Summer, when she's close and she's pissed off, like you better watch out because she's a force to be reckoned with. And I mean, after watching her interview with Devin, and
Hmm.
she basically said, like, I think it was one more breath. Like, I breathed too close to the wall. I mean, there's she's so young and there's things she's still trying to figure out how to race and how to have like how she can set herself up for ultimate success in each race.
Right.
And I think too, I mean, the 4 out of the 5 races were races that she swam in Paris. So then to add that 800 free is completely new
Hmm.
for her schedule, and I think learning how to balance that in too is a learning curve. But I mean, if there's one thing about her, I can tell you when she touched that wall and she was so pissed off, she went and she talked to her coach, and I can tell you she's running 200 fly every single practice from
Gotcha.
now until the next long course meet. And I think, I mean, we're not really going to see her do it again unless she does some long course meet in the States. So we're not really going to see her do it on a big international stage until probably next year's trials.
Okay.
So, which then tells me that if she doesn't do it till next year's trials, I mean, that record is toast. It's
Gotcha.
done for. Like, she will obliterate it. So, I mean, I think it's the last one she's hunting. Now it's just all the other world records she breaks is her own. So
Right.
it's kind of just like going a best time. So it's not as impactful as breaking like a fresh record.
Gotcha.
So I believe this is the last one she's really chasing for. So, and for some reason, she also wants this 800 free world record. I mean, I don't really have much to say about that one. I mean, she was a distance swimmer, but she doesn't really do it as late. So, I mean, but I think she's always pushing to be way better. And when you look at her, you're like, girl, you are the best right now.
Right.
So to even think about her continuing to, like, it's almost like every single race is never good enough for her. And I think that's just the standard she's put onto herself. But it's kind of crazy to think because it's like, well, you're breaking world records. You're undefeated in this race. I mean, she does a Katie Ledecky in the 400 IM. I mean, no one can
Right.
catch her. So to think that, like, she just wants more and more and more and more is very exciting. And it's very great for the sport too, I think.
Okay.
Specifically in Canada too.
Okay. What do you think how do you think it could benefit the sport?
I mean, after Paris, I can without a doubt tell you that the push for young girls who wanted to go into swimming grew by the numbers.
Okay.
And I mean, we saw this too after Penny in Rio,
Right.
where you have these young girls who want to be like Penny, they want to be like Summer. And so that growth there helps Canadian swimming. I
Mhm.
mean, we're not as big as the States, so our selection as far as swimmers goes is not as big. I mean, we've had a lot of great swimmers come up,
Right.
but I mean, it's not like we are pumping out like Katie Ledeckys and Lily Kings and Gretchen Walsh's every single time. Like, I think it's very far in between right now.
Right.
So, I mean, any chance to keep like building the foundation is great. And I mean, between Summer McIntosh, Josh Leando, Ilya Caroon, Blake Tierney, like those boys too have really helped for the men's side.
Right.
I mean, our men haven't been the strongest
Mhm.
in history, but I mean, through Ilya, Josh, and Blake, I mean, they're really doing some fantastic stuff on the men's side. So, I mean, continuing to kind of see a little bit of that balance is, I mean, very rare for Canadian swimming. So,
Mhm.
I mean,
Indeed.
but I think it's like any other sport. Like, you have a superstar hockey player, little boys want to be hockey players. So,
Right.
I mean, it just continues to fuel the support.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, I can see that. Um, w you mentioned earlier as well about, at some point, for some people, it becomes about chasing time. I remember that when I was swimming, clearly not at that level, but, I had my events that I was better at. Um, and then, other events,
Mhm.
w everybody has, like, I guess 5 or 6 events depending on the meet and the length of them, and, because I wasn't a sprinter, I was a masochist. So it was 1,500, 800, 400 fly, 400 IM, 200 this not fly, sorry, 1,500, 800, 400 free. My God,
Yeah.
1,500 fly, I would die.
That would be insane.
Exactly. 400 IM, 200 fly, and then depending where it was on the schedule, it'd either be 200 IM or 200 back.
Mm.
Okay, so those were my 6, but it was like probably the 6 hardest events. But again, I wasn't built for speed, and
You're like, I just gotta finish.
yes,
No
exactly.
problem. No problem. I can finish.
I've gotta finish. But, when I was racing, yeah, it was that was the appeal of swimming, to me because, I could go to a meet and there could be 3 people entered in the 200 fly because everybody appears to hate that race to
Yes.
swim. It was tough to learn. I swallowed the pool many times
Yummy.
trying to
Everyone's
figure out when
fave.
to breathe. I just
Yes. Just full on drowning.
I know, it's not a fun feeling.
You're
Once you
like, this
finally
is
get it,
great.
though,
Yeah.
But it's like you're mid-stroke and you like take a big breath in, and then all of a sudden all this water's like, "Wah!" You just stop
Yeah.
right there in your tracks. Okay, go back to the start. Well, I'll try again.
No,
um,
exactly.
um, but sometimes you'd go to meets, and then there was like 50 people registered for your event, and
Hmm.
you're looking at the entry times, and you think, okay, I'm not getting a ribbon here. Right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
but then you still reach the wall, and it's like and you've, like, taken, 2 seconds off your time or half a second off your
Hmm.
time, and it's like, that's a win because even though you finished 32nd place, you swam this the fastest you ever have in your
Yes.
life, which
Yeah.
you can't do better than a personal best, right? Wherever
Yeah.
that ends you up. So
Yeah.
um, it's a sport that for me, that's where the drive kept on coming is that every time I
Hmm.
went to a meet, and for some reason, I was one of these weird swimmers that practice was like I liked practice a lot because I liked working on technique and movement and all that kind of stuff. But, even when practice, they were saying, okay, okay, do this 50%, do this 70%, now, okay, give me 100%. It was never the same as it was in competition. I don't know why. Just like when the starter gun goes off and the adrenaline, I just always had more.
Hmm.
Right? So, I was like, even if I was in the r like, when I see, like, when you say Summer's probably gonna be doing a 200 fly every practice, she's gonna be swimming at competition like, right, to
Yeah.
try and get the time. I could never get there in
Oh, me
practice,
neither. I never, I mean, like, sure, I was giving it 80%,
right?
but I mean, I was like, I gotta do it in competition. Like, I can't be doing it in practice and in competition because then what's the point? Like, I was like, listen, I'm sure you're a great coach, but I don't understand. Like, it made no sense to me. Which is probably why I like the long distance races so much because who's asking me to go all out to swim the 1500 free in practice?
Right,
Absolutely no one. So
right.
that worked out really well in my favor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now do it like you're in the race.
Yeah,
1500s,
like no.
yes.
Like come
No,
on.
no. No, because there you're working on uh, your splits, right? If
Yeah,
your
yeah.
first 500 in a certain time, your next 400 in a certain time, your next
Yeah.
300 in a certain time, and making sure that you're increasing your speed, making sure that you're getting the most off your turns
Yeah.
uh, that way as well. Um, but did you find uh, because for me that was particularly motivating is that every race I was swimming uh, ended up after like the first 2 years, it's like you want to win, and then you sort of like get a little perspective, and it's like in the last few years I was competing, it really was no matter who was in the pool, I was just always competing against myself, really.
Yeah. I mean, that is pretty much the sport. When you're not racing for a gold medal at the Olympics, it is a time-based sport. So, I mean, there have been times where like I race and I get a medal at some meet and it's not a best time. That medal was kind of like
Yeah,
eh,
yeah.
but a medal with the best time? Woo! Let me tell you, that is a good medal. And I think too, like the same it's a bit different when you get to like an Olympic level because it doesn't matter if you go a best time and you get a Olympic gold. I
Right,
mean,
it's
Olympic
Olympic
gold
gold.
is Olympic gold, so I really don't think it matters at that point. Worlds is a little bit the same too, as far as like you're the first in the world, like regardless of your time. So, but definitely at a lower intensity of the sport, it is like just you versus the clock, which is nice
Hmm.
sometimes.
So yeah, sometimes the
When
clock
you're
is cruel.
Yes, unless the clock is ridiculously slow for whatever reason, then I don't like the clock. Then get rid
Uh,
of that clock.
For those in our audience who are not as familiar, what's the difference between, like, what is master's swimming level?
Master swimming is like it's pretty much the same as like competitive swimming, but it's more like there's more variety for ages. So in Canada, master swimming starts, you can be 18 and it can go all the way up till you're dead. Like you can do it forever.
Right.
On the international stage, it's 25 years old. So if you're 19, you're not going to Worlds. But if you're 26, off you go. And pretty much at the Masters level, like there are people who are at Masters World Aquatics Championships right now. It starts
Right.
tomorrow. So there are people there. It's like pay your own way. You have to get there your own. Team
Right.
Canada doesn't really send a team. You go on your own.
Right.
There are time standards, but not really. So it's more relaxed in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then ages are split up into categories. So it's like 18 to 25 years old, and then 25 to 30. So you're competing within your own age group.
Okay.
So it's not like you have an 18-year-old versus a 92-year-old. So, and then usually at meets, you're competing within your own category, and then there's usually provincial master meets, and then there's usually a Canadian masters.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but it's a pay your own way, get there. There's no time standards for either. So I mean, it's a nice way to say like, oh yeah, I've been to nationals.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's anybody can join, right? Any skill
Yeah.
level?
Yeah. Yeah. Any skill level, I mean, you don't have to be fast. I mean, we've got 90-year-olds in the pool.
Yep.
So no one is shaming you.
Right.
So, but I mean, if you can find like a swim club too that has a master's program, amazing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard really good things about the master's programs, like just being so inviting. I mean, it's like you're going to like, I don't even know how to explain it. But it's like it's you with a bunch of other people who like to swim. Like, how could that be so bad?
Right.
So, but no, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'd
You get some
recommend it to
social, you get
everyone.
some fitness, and
Yes.
like I said, there's no barrier to entry in terms of
Mhm.
skill or ability. So it's like, yeah, if you're saying, like I said, I would like to try swimming, fine, and you don't have to compete.
No.
If you're
No.
joining a master's club, there's no obligation.
No, that
Um,
too.
oops. Yes. Um, Sorry, my phone just went off there. I got a little thrown for a second there. Um, um, Sorry, it's ringing again. Somebody must really want to get hold of me. ah, I'll have to call them back at some point. Hold, hold on. I can't answer right now. Hold on. I'll be with you. I'll call you back in a second. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh my god, that's so weird. That's never. I've been doing this. We're in our fifth season. That has never, ever, ever
That's
happened.
crazy. Did it just start talking? Well, the
Yeah,
human?
I was trying to like to send it to direct to voicemail, but it kept on answering instead. It's like no.
No, I'm on a podcast. Don't you know? Read the room.
I do all my own stunts, kids and cubs.
Yes. This is not rehearsed whatsoever. This is live, as live as it gets.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow, that was interesting. Okay. Um, so there's summer, and then we have everybody else here on the team. So we
Mhm.
had Mary Sophie Harvey finally got a world championship medal. So happy for her because her
Oh,
improvement has just been phenomenal. Uh,
yes.
going from meet to meet, and it was just sort of like you knew it was only a question of when with her, not if. And it's like, yes, it finally
I
happened for you.
know.
God. And then let's see, we had Ilya Karun
Mhm.
have take a bronze, and there's somebody else on the individual medals. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm
I
so
think
terrible.
that was it.
That was it. 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, and then 8 was the relay. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Uh,
Mhm.
but there were so many 4th places.
Let me tell you, this meet was a little
Ah.
when it was good, it was good, and when it was bad, it was I was like, "No." Watching it with my eyes closed. I mean, though, the 4th places,
Karun got 1.
the Karun started off very rocky. Bless his heart. He managed to switch gears after 2 races to secure himself the bronze. Um, I mean, it's really, really, really hard. I mean, when you look at, say, like Kylie Mass in the backstroke,
Twice.
you're up against 3 of the best women. Like, it really is a fight for bronze. So, I mean, I literally a lot of the Canadians had some of their best swims, so I
Right.
can't really be like, "No." Um, but it is brutal, I mean, to watch, like, especially when they're so close.
I know.
Um, but I mean, we had some really good swims regardless. I mean, I am working on creating my own personal MVP of the meets.
Mhm.
I mean, without a doubt, the woman has to go to Summer McIntosh. I feel
Right.
like it would be kind of mean not to give it to her.
Yes. But
For the men,
let's say Summer was her own country and her own thing. If we take
yes.
Summer out of the equation.
I kind of am switched up between Taylor Brock
Mhm.
and Mary Sophie Harvey.
Mhm.
Taylor Brock did some really good things this meet.
She made a lot of finals.
And things that I've never seen her swim. Like she's she's a sprinter. She's a sprinter, freestyler. That's what she does through and through.
Right.
Backstroke, butterfly, we saw it all from her this week. I mean, she was killing it. So, and she's some really, really, really good times in the relays too.
Yes.
Um, I mean, she did a lot of good work. She's always been phenomenal for our relay. She's a through and through a relay asset girl, but I mean, she had a really good individual meet, regardless of no medals. I mean, I think to even see her make finals in the 100 back was insane.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pleased with her performance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had Taylor Ruck. She got to 10th place in the 50 meter, 18th in the 100 meter, and like you mentioned, in the backstroke, made the final. I think she finished 7th
Yeah.
overall in the
Yeah.
same race that Kylie took 4th.
Mhm.
So again, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Like, no medal, but 2 of the top 8
I mean,
swimmers
once
in the world in 100
yeah.
back are Canadian.
Yeah. And a Canadian who doesn't really swim backstroke nonetheless.
Yeah, really. And then,
Mm.
13th in the 50 butterfly as well. So,
Yeah.
just all around, as you mentioned, good swimmer. Um,
Yeah.
I noticed, also there are some newer names that are not as familiar to me, but I've seen that you've mentioned them. So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about them.
Yes.
But we had, the 200-meter, freestyle, and, like, the top 8 make the finals, right? Top
Mhm.
16 make the semifinals in the bigger races
Yeah.
where they have a lot of people. Some of them just have, like, 2 heats and go directly to finals, but, or 3 heats, but some of them have a semifinal. Uh,
Mhm.
Ella Jansen, who I've never heard of before, 11th place in the 200 meter, like, just missing the final.
Yeah. Um, she was at Paris. She wasn't I think at Paris she was more of a relay kind of girl.
Okay.
So and she went to 2025 or 2024 short course worlds. So, I mean, to have her here swimming individual races was really good. I mean, we haven't really seen her do a lot of individual swims on the international stage, so it's been really, really, really exciting. She's been around for a little bit now, but no, she's someone who she's giving me very much Mary Sophie Harvey vibes.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm excited for that, and I'm hoping she continues to kind of grow as a swimmer. So yeah.
Okay. Who else I was looking at here? Another up and comer, Alexandre Lepage.
I love my girl Alexandre.
Okay.
She is my she's a fantastic woman. So at U Sport I got the opportunity to interview her a little bit. She's been super supportive of my entire journey for this social media grind. But she's been doing some really, really good things. At U Sport, she took all of the breaststroke race golds. She had a fantastic time there. I mean, I was so excited for her to make this team. So yeah, I mean, we have two really good, phenomenal breaststrokers right now, which is really exciting. It's been a minute since we've had some Canadian breaststrokers, so
Yes.
I mean, and to see her and Sophie Angus, they're pretty much at the same kind of like level right now, which is also really nice. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's just so exciting for her, and I'm sure, was over the moon to be swimming. But I know she had a really good meet too. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Another new name for me, Madison Krieger.
I love Madison Krieger.
Okay.
So Madison Krieger is one of those people who I've had the pleasure of watching growing up. As far as her swimming goes, so I've seen her at pretty much all the Ontario Junior International meets, which is like just a very big high level Ontario meet. And oh my god, when I tell you she's worked her butt off for this. Oh, she's from like Niagara,
Okay.
and she made the switch to train out of the Toronto Pan Am Center like earlier this season. And so her parents have been sacrificing like driving to the Pan Am Center for her and that kind of stuff. So I mean, I watched trials live stream. I wish I was there in person because I could feel the emotion through the screen. But she touched that wall, and I don't even think she really saw the time. I think she knew. And I mean, it was the most raw reaction I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, just bawled. So excited. I mean, she's so young. She's worked so hard. She's like deserves this so much. I was so thrilled for her, but I mean her first big international competition, and I mean she crushed it. I mean
She ended top 20 in her event.
yeah, she killed it. So I mean I'm very proud of her. I mean we seem to be doing a lot of great things when it comes to backstroke right now.
Right.
So I'm just excited to have someone on the backstroke side.
Yeah, we have in the women the four different women throughout the three events, 5100 and 2 meter, all top 20,
Yeah,
all top 20.
quite insane.
I know. It's
Quite insane.
whoo, nice. That's nice. Brooklyn Douthright.
She was at Paris as well.
Okay.
I believe also relays at Paris. I mean, I'm excited for her. She's a very well versatile swimmer. Always kind of has been. So, I mean, she's kind of that swimmer you can throw in anywhere.
Okay.
So, I mean, she had a really good meet as well. I haven't really seen her swim that much. She goes to school in the States, so
Okay.
there's a lot of kind of people who you don't get to see because they go to school in the States. So
Right.
you don't get to see them at the meet so much here, but I mean, she's been very consistent since Paris, so I mean, just I feel like she has a really, really, really good potential to become a sprinter, which is I think something we really, really, really need on the women's side right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, she's been consistent, which is kind of at this point is all you can ask for. I mean, it has been a while since we've had some pretty consistent Canadians. So, I mean, anyone who can keep the vibe going, I'm here for.
Okay. Before we get to the men, because you had mentioned some parent involvement here, and we had a question here in the chat from a kit, Nona Carol, who says, what kind of cost do parents face in swimming?
Okay. Bless my parents, because it is not a cheap sport. I mean, you have the registration month or yearly, which is expensive. I don't know how much it is. My parents paid for it the entire time I swam. And then you have things like equipment, which isn't that bad, to be honest. Like a kickboard is like 25 bucks. It's
Right.
not that bad. It's the swimsuits that are horrendous. So a practice suit, if you want it from like a top trendy brand, which is called Jolene, I mean, that's the suits that I used when I was swimming. They're based out of the States. They're like $100 plus
Okay.
like customs fee, so you're looking at like 125 per suit. My parents would buy me like 2 suits a year that were like Speedo, $50.
Right.
And then I was the one who paid for my Jolene's, but there are parents who buy Jolene's for their like 10-year-old kids. It's insane. It's so expensive. Racing suits is on a whole nother level. I mean, I had the pretty basic, like, standard racing suit for sale. Got it on sale. $140. Something you see, like, what Kylie Mass is swimming in, upwards to 600.
For a suit?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Upwards to 600. Men's are, like, not as bad. So if you're a man in swimming, like, you're set. But if you're a girl, you're screwed. It's expensive.
Jeez.
Yeah. And
Okay.
sometimes people have more than one racing suit. I only had one. But like someone like Summer probably has upwards to 10.
Okay.
I don't know if she's paid for all of them. A lot of them, like when you do make the national team, you do get suits and practice suits. So, but I mean, it can be very, very, very expensive. Yeah.
Okay. I know that because I was on the master's course, and as you mentioned, right, it's pay your own way. Other than the travel to the events,
Mm-hmm.
it was that special shampoo.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It has a number on your hair, I tell you.
Oh, yeah.
That shampoo is magic.
It is. Like the second I stopped swimming within a week, oh my God, my hair was back to normal. Let me tell you, it dries your hair, your body.
Yes.
Oh, I
We're
had
itchy all the time.
I had a really bad habit of after practice just getting dressed and going home. Now I need to rinse off before I go home. Cause if I couldn't wear leggings for like all of high school because my skin, no matter how much I washed like my body, my skin would be so dry all the time. It's brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. All right. Getting to the boys. Now, this is a name that I do know, but I think he was injured and is coming back or something. But Ruslan Gaziev.
Okay, he was a victim of the 18th month suspension. So he had a failure to provide whereabouts,
Okay.
which is something that unfortunately Penny is kind of going through right now.
Right.
Failure to report. Um, so he was actually off for 18 months. He actually got back in the pool, I believe it was April of this year, and then they had trials in June.
Mm-hmm.
So he spent, and I believe during that time you're not really supposed to be training. So he was pretty much not training, not racing, not anything for 18 months. And so he's back and he's killing it. And I mean, I'm very excited to see. I mean, he had great potential before he served his consequence. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think now where he is, he can continue to grow, and I'm hoping there's no more roadblocks for him. But I mean, he's on that same level as Josh Leendo as far as both of them are kind of sprinters, but I think he can kind of do a bit more of that like longer distance sprint, whereas Leendo is a very quick short distance sprinter.
Right.
So I mean, having that variety is awesome, which is something we've been very lacking in the men. So I mean, no, I'm very excited to see where he goes from here.
Okay. Um, since you talked about it, for those who are not familiar, what is a whereabouts
Okay,
violation? How does that come
so
about?
a whereabouts violation is basically throughout the year you have to tell doping people where you're going to be. So this can be, I don't exactly know the process of when like the informing happens or whatever, but I know that within a 12-month period, if you are not available or you're not at the location where you said you were going to be at, or you didn't file locations for that month or whatever, 3 times within 12 months would then be a violation of whereabouts. So in Penny's case, she had 3 circumstances in 12 months where she failed to provide her whereabouts. And so that's where she is right now.
Okay.
And it could be a different variety of things. I mean, I think when people, I mean, wrestling wasn't as known as Penny is. So I
Mm-hmm.
think when it came out about Penny, a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, like she's being sneaky." It it doesn't mean that. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know what she's doing, but she's always been a very honest athlete. But whereabouts is as simple as like I said I was going to be home, but now I'm actually visiting my grandma. Sorry. Stuff like that. So I mean, it could be as simple for Penny as like an administrative error.
Right.
I whereabouts doesn't automatically mean you're running.
Right.
So, and I think that's kind of been the what people have been kind of thinking is like, oh my god, whereabouts she's running. I don't think it's that for her. It doesn't mean that other people. It could be that for other people, right? But I mean,
Right.
I think for her case, I think it's simply an administrative error. So yeah, but I mean, it's kind of that like I know they have like different probation periods for it. So I mean, Rustlin had the 18th month one. I'm sure if it was a bit more like if you're found of doing some other stuff on top of it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it would be a longer kind of probation period.
Right.
But so yeah, I mean, it's just kind of crappy, but I think it's kind of like you learn it, and like he will now have his whereabouts scheduled and docked. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Getting back to the men, there's another new name that I had not heard before, but again, missed the final by one spot in the 400-meter freestyle. Ethan Eck. Don't know
So
him at all.
Yeah, Ethan is a dual citizen, I believe.
Okay.
So he trains mainly out of the States. And I believe he has a brother and a sister, or just a brother, or two brothers. But there's an Owen Eck. There is a girl, I can't remember her name, but
Okay.
she's an Eck too. So there's three of them. Um, no, he's been a rising athlete for a little bit now. Um, no, he's doing some really good things. I'm very excited for him. This is his first senior worlds team. He's been to junior worlds before, so he's not really a stranger to the international stage.
Okay.
I mean, as far as like probably the skill level goes, this is more intense than the junior worlds.
Right.
But I mean, it's not like this is his first big international meet ever. So, I mean, no, he did some really good things this meet. I was a little nervous about him. But I mean, at trials, he blew everyone out of the water and set a Canadian record in Heat 2 of finals, which is very, like, unusual. Basically, that usually there for Canadian swimming, we do an A and a B final. So A is your fastest people, B is your next fastest 8 people. So he was in the B final because he did not swim quick enough in prelims to make the A final.
By one spot.
Yeah.
One spot.
And then sets a Canadian record in the B final. Let me tell you, that was and not I believe that is what's his name's Brent Hayden's Canadian record.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which, for people who don't know, Brent Hayden is the Canadian legend of sprinting.
Right.
Like, we bow down to Brent Hayden. So, and like Ethan is 17, 18. Like, what? And like Brent set that record when he was like probably late 20s. So like
Right.
that's insane.
Jeez.
I mean, he's had a phenomenal meet. I also think too he's been in really good circumstances like with this meet as far as like he was in some of the earlier heats, which is nice. So, I mean, having that kind of confidence of blowing people out of the water in the earlier heats, I think does like well for swimmers at this level. So, no, he's been doing some really good stuff. I'm very excited to see where he goes from here. I mean, the nice part about right now is all of these swimmers who are now seeing like the Alexander Page, the Ethan Eek, the Oliver Dawson, like all those people who are rising now, they
Right.
have 4 years.
Right.
So, 4 years, 3 years, 3 years, 4?
3 years now. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they're doing now, if they can continue that, like we're gonna have an insane team for LA, which makes me so excited. But I mean, no, there's been some really good stuff happening, so I'm very excited.
All right. Another person who picked up a 4th place in the 200 meters backstroke men's, Blake Tierney.
I love Blake. Blake is a great little guy. He's a great dude. He went to Paris as well. Did some good work in Paris. It's been a while since we've had some backstroking men.
Mhm.
I mean, our last man who I can think about, Javier Acevedo.
Yes.
Love him, miss him. He's doing
Yes.
well. We
Good.
chat. He's a great guy. So it's been a while since we've had some pretty dominant men. And Blake is, I don't know what was going on this week, but Blake was killing it. I mean, he's broke a Canadian record in the relay.
Mhm.
Broke 200 back or 100 back. Like I could barely keep up with the man this week. He was doing it all. He's been doing some really good stuff this year though. He swims for UBC Thunderbirds.
Okay.
So I saw him at U Sport. He did some great stuff there. I'm excited to see where he continues to grow from here because I mean, it's always exciting to see people do some really good like stuff on an off season.
Right.
So, which is typically like right after the Olympics, because this is a downtime. This is where people usually take like a year off. So, to see kind of all these really good swims coming from the Canadians during the off season is really, really exciting. So, he's been doing some good stuff. I'm super excited for him.
Cool. Now, you mentioned Oliver Dawson in the last answer, who was on that medley relay team that got
Holy.
bronze, and he's got his first world championship medal.
I have never been so excited for a man in my life. I'm a huge excited about all the men. I mean, if you kind of look back in our Canadian swimming history, our women have been doing really good stuff
Right.
since about like 2012. And then, I mean, Penny really putting the Canadian women on the map in 2016.
Right.
If you look back in the men, we've kind of struggled a little bit.
Right.
And I think now we have Josh, we have Ilya, we have Blake. I mean, we've had Finley Knox for a long time. He continues to deliver as well. But when you look back in the history of breaststroking men, I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, Victor
Finley
Davis and
Knox.
Alex Bauman maybe back in the
Yeah.
day, but
Yeah.
that's a while ago. We're talking about
Yeah.
1984 now.
I mean, Finley Knox as well, but he does a lot of IM right now, so
Right.
But he's a breaststroker. But it has been so long since we've had an individual men breaststroker. Like, that's their sole race is breaststroke.
Right.
And Oliver Dawson, let me tell you, that might have just secured his spot for, like, the potential for LA. Because what he did this week, I actually haven't talked about enough on any of my social medias because I'm still processing this meet because there's a lot happening. Oliver Dawson led off, got the mixed relay into finals, then swam in that relay to win a bronze.
Right.
His first senior international bronze medal. Then swam in the men's relay, broke the Canadian record in the morning.
Right.
Swam it in the evening. They broke it again.
Right.
Then he swam his own individual races. I mean, like, he had a phenomenal meet this week. His dad was there as part of the coaching staff, which makes it, I think, even more special. I mean, Oliver Dawson has really worked for this, too. I mean, him and Madison Krieger, I would say, are my top two who I've watched, like, rise. And so it has been so exciting to see both of them there. But to have his dad there, it was so special. And I'm very, very, very excited to see where he goes from this. He's also quite young. I believe he's 17, 18. So, I mean, having all these young swimmers coming up, it's so exciting. And just, I'm so excited, especially for the men, because it's been such a while since we've had some really good men swimmers. And I think they're getting a little, like, annoyed. I think they're getting a little like, well, why does she get all like the talk? Like, what? So I mean,
They're
to have
hungry.
to have the women push the men, I think is really good. I think too, like, I talked about this a little bit at the end of Worlds, but it has been so long since we've had a Canadian relay on the podium.
Right.
And a mixed relay, which is like relatively new.
Right.
Usually, or not usually, it's 2 boys, 2 girls. And they can kind of do it whatever order they prefer.
Right.
So sometimes people go out, like, and they do 2 girls, then 2 boys. Sometimes it's girl, boy. Like, it's a lot of strategic kind of moves happen in that race.
Right.
Because you could have everyone with a girl in the water, but you could be the only team with the boy in the water. So
Right.
it's a bit of like a strategic kind of race in that way.
Right. And then there's
But
all the wake you have to worry about too.
yeah, no, it's insane. But just to have that relay on the podium was quite mind blowing, I think. To have also a lot of the women and the men relays making finals was also insane as well.
Yes. I mean, four of the five relays had Canada in
Like,
the finals.
what? And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You think back 10 years ago, like, okay, we'll round up 11 years ago
Hmm.
to 2016, you knew no one going into the Olympics. Like, you knew Kylie Mass, and that was pretty much it.
Hmm.
Who was on the team kind of thing. Now, people know almost every single person on the Canadian team.
Hmm.
Everyone is a household name at this point.
Right.
And to have people actually going, whoa, like Canadians on the podium is quite insane. It has been a long time coming for Swim Canada. I mean, it's just exciting because summer continues to fuel the bottom of the tank as far as swimmers go. Like, the more success Canadians have, the more people want to be in the sport. The more people at the bottom, the more we can kind of continue to fill a national team, which
Right.
has always been challenging. I mean, it's been a while at a trials where there's really a battle for first and second.
Right.
Usually, two people are under that time standard, then it's the first two people. I mean, it's been a while. In my whole entire involvement in competitive swimming, it's been so long since I've seen like 4, 3, 5 people under that standard in one race. So
Right.
I mean, overall, like, what is there not to love about Canadian swimming right now?
Indeed.
Like,
Indeed. Yeah, we're having a bit of a moment there. I'm
mhm.
gonna have to speed through the other two that I wanted to talk about because there's one other subject that I want to talk about. But I just mentioned for our audience here that in the IMs, also we had Tristan Yankovic, who picked up a 13th place in the 200 IM
Yes.
men, and Lauren Wigington, who picked up a 14th place. So again, both making semifinals, and just like right there,
Yes.
just
Yeah.
just right there. So again, like you say, with 3 years left before LA, these are two other people that you might be seeing very easily in a final if they're already like picking up a 13th and 14th place.
Mhm. Mhm.
Indeed. Okay. The race was the 800-meter, right? Katie
Yes.
Ledecky, you have Lanny Pallister, you have Summer McIntosh. Can you explain? Because I'm listening to the commentary here, and we've had three women go below 808, and every other swimmer in the world, in all of history, has not broken 812.
Mhm.
How unhuman is three people going under 808?
Um, Honestly, I was really surprised about that race. I mean, that race was geared up as Summer versus Katie.
Right.
Lainey Pallister was there.
Right.
Lainey Pallister, in fact, was there. I don't know where she came from, but that was the best time for her.
Yep.
I've never seen her swim like that. She just posted a best time at the Australian trials. She killed it. Like,
Hmm.
she was giving Katie a run for her money.
Yes.
Um, and I think to have not two women, but three women in the conversation was insane. But then to have all of them clock in under 810, 820, what?
Hmm.
Insane. And I mean, this is Katie and Lonnie's kind of races. I mean, this
Right.
is Katie's race. This is Lonnie's preferred race.
Right.
Summer doesn't swim this as much. So to have all three women right there was insane. And I cannot think of a time where Katie has actually had to race an 800 free.
Mhm.
I mean, she's raced, but when has she actually had to race?
Yes.
Because I can't think of a time. And not only one person, but two people. I mean, Lonnie almost had her. She was there. I mean,
Yes.
Katie said it too. Like, she's like, I mean, I haven't had to race before. So, I mean, I think that too is going to help that race continue to grow. I mean, Summer and her coach have been pretty vocal about their belief that she can go under 8 minutes, which is also insane to even think about. I think if the schedule was different,
Right.
I think she would have had a better shot
Right.
with Katie. I also do think it's a race she doesn't swim a lot.
Mhm.
So, and she had from trials till like Saturday to kind of figure out a real strong routine.
Right.
And Summer's also kind of in the same boat as Katie as far as at trials. Summer was racing against nobody. Like,
Right.
she was 5 body lengths ahead of everyone, if not lapping people.
Right.
So, and I think too for Katie as well, that's kind of the same atmospheres, whereas Katie does not, there's no competition
Right.
usually. So to have like women who can challenge each other in a race where it has been so dominated, where there hasn't been much of a race, I think is going to be like make some really good things happen for that race. And I mean, I'm excited to see Lonnie in a 1500 free because I know she can swim a 1500 free. I mean,
Mhm.
she's also a versatile swimmer as well. But I mean, that was the most thrilling race that I saw this week. It was hyped the way it was hyped.
Yep.
I mean, I think if Summer had a bit more understanding of the race,
Mhm.
it would have been different. I mean, she explained to Devin Harrow it was not her race. She didn't swim it the way she wanted to swim it,
Right.
and I generally believe her. Like,
Mhm.
I think she did not swim that the way she wanted to swim it at
Mhm.
all. But I think it's kind of like it's the first time where she's had to race someone in
Yeah.
that race as well.
Yeah.
So,
She overtook Ledecky a little too early
yes,
near the
I
end.
believe she went out a little too hot and heavy.
Yeah.
I think for her, it's going to be different if she decides to swim this at next Worlds. I think she'll be a bit more in control of the race. But I mean, it's not like the 400 IM or the 200 fly where she's swimming this at every single meet.
Right.
So, I mean, and Katie's got like 10 years of experience on top of her as well. So, I mean, it was a good race overall. I think she kind of carried her own well.
Oh yeah.
I think she was pretty upset with the time. I think she was expecting to be a lot faster than that.
Mhm.
But again, I think she's still learning how to swim that race, and it's not
Sure.
a race where like you can kind of just freestyle it. Like,
Right.
there's a plan that needs to be put in place for
Yes.
an 800 free. It's long, it's grueling, it's testing, it's mentally draining. Like, it's much more than just get in, swim.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm kind of unsure where she's going to go with this. I don't know if she's planning to keep it on her kind of like circuit and her deck of cards, or if she is kind of going to move on from this. I mean, there's still great potential, I think. And I mean, for someone who doesn't swim this nearly as enough,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take,
A
a win
world
as a
bronze
win.
is good.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, for her, she made it very vocal this week about the 5 golds.
Yep.
Love her to pieces. I knew this one was gonna be like tooth and nail.
Right.
Um, so I mean, it came down to the last second between Katie and Lonnie. So I mean, I knew it was gonna be a battle to gold. So I mean, still, 4 gold's insane. She came and she did what she needed to do in her top races, and I think this will be one of those races that she kind of decides where she goes from here.
Yep.
Um, I mean, I still think this was better than the 200 back. I mean, that was something that was on her radar as well.
Hmm.
So, um, I mean, overall, I think it was a really good meet for her. I think there's definitely things she wanted to do at this meet, and I think she didn't accomplish all those things, and I know that's going to fuel her for next season and it makes me nervous for next season as well, because that means she's going to obliterate stuff.
Right.
Because this is usually what she does. So, but I mean, I'm excited. I think she had some really good races, and now, I mean, with the World Cup being in Toronto, I'm very excited about that. That will be insane. And who knows, we could see an 800 free between Katie and Summer.
That would be
Nudge,
nice.
nudge, friends. Like, I don't know anything, but if Katie or Summer watches this later, nudge, nudge, friends. In case you want to do something really fun. No, but
Absolutely.
I mean, she's been killing it recently, so I'm excited for her.
Oh, good stuff. And I am too. Emma, we're near our end of our time. So thank you so much for having joined us today. It's so nice to be able to celebrate the success of our team and to bring a little focus, not only to Summer, but to the other of the teammates. And I was just so happy that you had all that information on the new and emerging talent that's coming up, because it really does look like we're going to have a lot to cheer for in Los Angeles in a couple of years. And before that, of course,
Yes.
there's a whole other world. So we
Yes,
have
there's
lots of
lots
time
of
to cheer.
hope.
Yeah.
Lots of Canadian hope coming through, so
And yeah, you were able to give us a good lay of the land on there. So thank you so much. Love your perspective. Love your passion for the sport. It's so evident and it's infectious. So
thank you so much
thank
for
you.
having me. I had so much fun.
Oh, thank you so much. And of course, you are welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
All right. So I will wish you a good day. I'll take you off camera and I'll say goodbye to everybody who has joined us. But yes, there were some comments in the chat as well. I don't know if you had the chance to see
Bye,
them saying
friends.
that our audience found you lovely.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Kits and cubs, that's the end of this episode of the True North Eager Beaver interview project. We hope that you loved listening to us, because we love making this for you. Realizing that the sun is hitting very weird here, and on my shirt, some stuff is going a little wild here. I hope that wasn't too distracting today. Not sure why that happened, because my shirt is not green. So, but hey, it seems to be acting a little strange with yellow as well. Kits and cubs. Uh, Remember, sharing is caring and word of mouth is priceless. So please tell your peeps and poops all about us, especially when you share our content with a little bit of a word of your own there, because you are influencers in your own circle. And that means the world to us, because that is advertising we cannot buy. If you would like us to help you, kits and cuz, because you are an engaged citizen, but you're on the go doing stuff, and sometimes you don't have time to watch us live, don't worry. We like to help kits and cubs, and we can do that thanks to the generous support of the Ray Girl, who sponsors our pod page. If you scan that QR code, it will bring you right there. Or if you're listening, you go to podpage.com/the True North Eager Beaver with a hyphen between each one of those words. And when you click on subscribe, when we have something fresh off the podcast bandwidth, zip right into your favorite podcast feed. You don't even have to go looking for it. We make it easy because we like to help. Now, if you would like to help us, you can do so by listening to the call of Kits Cassie and Kits Elaine and surfing yourself on down to the True North Eager Beaver Media Incorporated YouTube page. That QR code that just appeared in the top corner will bring you there. And when you go there, we have 3 buttons: like, share, and subscribe. We ask you to smash with them. And if you're watching live, remember, if you smash now, you don't have to remember to do it before you leave. So give our buttons a little tickle. It gets us a little bit of happy, and it helps us with the algorithm. So thanks for that. Now, if you'd like to help us in yet other ways, we do incur some costs to bring this show to you. And if you would like to help us with that, that QR code that has just appeared will bring you to the Beaver Lodge's Emergency Hydration Fund, where every day we work very hard to fight the scourge that is dry beaver. Terrible thing. So if you would like to do your part to make sure that you keep your favorite beaver moist, because a moist beaver is a happy beaver, a little donation to the Emergency Hydration Fund does a world of good. Plus, according to our scientific labs, it makes you 17.8% more interesting at parties and social events. It's true. We tested it. So if you would like to help us out, please go to our coffee page and make a donation. Now, if you are buying Canadian and want to avoid the USCE Tech Bros, you can make a direct bank-to-bank donation using our email address, truenortheagerbeaver@gmail.com. And that way it becomes win-win. You avoid those CE Tech Bros, and we get 100% of your donation because there's no middleman. Now, truenortheagerbeaver@gmail.com is where you can also write to us to let us know what you think about the show, because if you can't contribute financially, the gifts of your participation and attention are the ones that matter most to us. And we want to know what you think. So good, bad, or ugly. If ugly, please be gentle. Write to us. We like constructive criticism. All the feedback helps us make a better show. And if you would like to write us on our socials, at True Eager at the Blue Sky Beaver Lodge, also on the Jitter, True North Eager Beaver on Facebook, our original home, or if you happen to be listening on our YouTube channel, either live with the best damn fam in all of podcasting, or on your own time, right down here in the comment section. Leave us a little something. Thanks so much. We read everything, even though we're not able to get back to you. And all of your contributions, whether written or financial, go back into the show to make a better show for you. Because democracy is something that you do, kids and cubs. Remember that if you live in Alberta, it's time for the Forever Canadian campaign, www.forever-canadian.ca. Mr. Thomas Lukasik is trying to get a citizens initiative question on the referendum ballot, asking whether or not Alberta should remain in Canada rather than it should separate. But he needs close to 300,000 signatures to do that. And of course, we probably have to add a little more because, you never know if Danielle Smith is going to want to try and validate some of those signatures. So we need to sign in numbers too great to manipulate. So if you would like to help by either becoming a canvasser or making a donation, pledging to sign the petition when it gets to you, or volunteering in any other capacity, www.forever-canadian.ca. Things are going very well according to what's going on Mr. Lukasik's Twitter feed, and it seems that there's a lot of enthusiasm for the project. So add your voice. Let's keep Canada united. All right. Words of wisdom, kits and cubs. I think I'm going to defer to our guest here and ask you to try to achieve your personal best in whatever it is that you are doing, because your personal best for everyone, once you achieve it, is the summit of achievement. So go out, aim to do your best, and who knows, you might even surprise yourself today. Kids and cubs, it could be a tough world out there. So please be kind to and gentle with yourself. And now, on the count of 3, if you would be so kind, kids and cubs, can I hear you all say, Mr. Beaver, please cue the cock? On 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, I hear it. Such melodious. How can I say no? You are listening to a True North Eager Beaver Media Incorporated podcast. The True North Eager Beaver podcasts are proudly brought to you by our founding sponsors, the Misfit Mysteries from Corvid Moon Publishing, your source for science fiction, fantasy, and cozy mysteries featuring a broad diversity of characters, CanadianTarot.com, your uniquely Canadian online eclectic tarot community, and the Peppermaster. Hot pepper sauces made from farm fresh ingredients to thrill your taste buds and expand your mind. We are grateful to the Crier Media Network for its support, Pete Jarvis for our artwork, and Paul Joseph Something for our opening and closing sequence music. And Kits and Cubs, before we go, since we are talking about 18-year-old young Canadian women who are making us proud, do not forget to tune in tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Sportsnet, where we'll be watching Victoria Mboko in the semifinal of the National Bank Open, taking on Elena Rybakina, who's a very, very good player. But so far, it looks like there's no limit to the sky and the atmosphere, the rarefied air that Miss Mboko is breathing. So, listen, no reason for her to stop now. So let's see if she can score another win and make it to the final of her own home tournament. Should be a very exciting match, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, that's all I have for you today. So, amour et bisous, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to our guest, the lovely Emma Sachs. All right, kids and cubs, see you tomorrow. Bye.